If I knew I was in real trouble, I'd bring home like an English kid. Dave, what time did you call? Oh, hello, Todd. Yeah. I was like, yeah, you ain't gonna do anything with this white witness, are you?
Okay. Home decoration.
What decoration?
My mum has so many like plastic plants everywhere.
A giant blown up Rolex watch that was
a
on the
real
wall,
one or just the picture?
and then it served as a wall clock.
When we were getting rid of them, my mum took the plastic plants and put them in our front garden. So I had some of my friends saying to me, "Oh, actually, I've just seen you've got some new plants in your garden. They're plastic, aren't they?" And I'm just so embarrassed. I'm like, "Yeah,
How can
why
they
did you
be
put them in the
natural?"
garden?"
Covering furniture in plastic. This was horrendous in my house.
My parents bought this really nice mahogany dining room table.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was so nice. And I'm thinking about it. The first thing my dad did was get this sheet of plastic and put it over, and then like a doily, and then another doily.
My mum likes to put like everything in a plastic bag and then wrapped in another plastic bag in case it leaks.
Oh my God, I do that. I had chicken pox and I had to go to school. It was like, I was like, Mum, I'm going to infect everyone.
Forget everything else. Like my dad was like, education is the most important thing that could ever happen to your life. And I remember having the conversation with me like, what about happiness, Daddy? He was like,
Don't say, oh, you're not in the top set, then you're in the bottom set then.
Yeah, that's
But there's 5 sets. Are you in the top set? No, then you're in the bottom set.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the end of that conversation.
And it was always like the person who was like top of the class. So there's like this kid at primary school called Stuart Appleby. So he was like my nemesis. I still like Facebook him and be like, what's Stuart Appleby doing now?
See, I had the same thing with a guy called Harry Slater. So my parents would be like, oh yeah, I bet you Harry Slater did really well. I was like, yeah, but I did all right as well. I did okay as well. Yeah, but Harry Slater. It's like, do you want Harry Slater to be your son?
it doesn't matter what you do,
making
it's just that you have to be really successful at it. You have to be the best at whatever you do.
Exactly.
If you want to be a sex worker, you have to be the best sex worker ever.
Okay, wait.
Please don't. My parents not thinking of that. I'm not thinking of that. Anyway, on to the next.
Should go to school, go to uni, get a job, date, get married, buy a house, have children before 30. I think that's like the ideal Asian time frame. Like if they had to map out my life.
Where are you on that timeline?
Oh, gone.
She always presumes that if anyone I'm going to be with, they're just going to be like clueless. So any girl that's like English or British, like she's basically like, okay, well, the first thing you need to know is that they won't be able to cook for you.
My mum was to meet anyone, and this still happens, and she finds out that their sons and daughters are doctors, accountants or lawyers. She immediately tries to set me up with them.
What about what happens when I get old? She's not gonna take care of me. No, I've seen what they do. I've seen.
They put their people in a home.
Yeah, they put their parents in a home. We'll see. Look how much you love your mum. We'll see. And you're like, hold on.
Mum, how can you say that? I was going to put you in a home.
Home cooking is just the best.
That's the best.
The best.
That's the one thing,
Yeah.
being an immigrant kid, you just win.
Yeah.
You win on that.
Exactly. High
Like,
five.
yeah, winners.
Oh yeah.
My dad like literally spread like Kashmiri chili sauce like, on toast and then eat it. No butter, just going straight for it.
Dal and roti every day. And then I got to uni and someone pulled out meat and I was like, yes!
I used to get called curry girl. How bad is that?
Oh no!
Because I used to put my school uniform blazer in the living room, and our house would...
Mistake.
Talking to your parents about sex? No.
Were you ever embarrassed by your parents growing up?
Oh my God.
I remember my dad used to come pick me up with like indie music blaring out the stereo, like rocking out just there in his car, and I'd be like, oh, come on, please.
Yeah. And the thing is, my parents were really strict, so every time I wanted to hang out with my friends, they'll be like, come to our house. But I'd be like, I don't want them to meet you. And my mum would always try and feed them.
Oh yeah, mine
like
too.
overfeed
Yeah.
them.
I think a lot of the things that you find embarrassing when you're a kid, growing up with your parents, I think later on you become proud of them.
Because at the start, when people used to be like, but where are you from? I'd always be like, oh, for fuck's sake, again, like
Yeah.
really? But now I'm like, hey, this is a conversation starter.
For example, even your parents speaking with an accent, at that point in time, you're like, oh, what is man? They can't even say like. No, but that's
We'll get your plurals and your singulars right.
Yeah, like, do you
What's
know-
a sweet, Dad? It's not a sweet, it's a sweet.
Yeah.
What are you grateful to your parents for?
Work ethic and all that kind of stuff, I think is a cliche with like Asian families, like, oh, you know, you get drilled about how hard you work and stuff. But it is genuinely one of the things that I'm most thankful about, because I'm naturally I'm quite lazy.
Why on earth are you making me learn my times tables again or whatever? But now you realise that it is really important.
They all came over with this idea that, oh, they'll stay for like 6 months or a year or 2 years and they'll go back. And the only reason why they put themselves through all this kind of struggle and pain was because of us.
And my parents came here in the 70s and, you know, they definitely had more racist experiences than I could ever have. And they had a harder life. Yeah. They came here with nothing and they created this amazing world to me and my brother and sheltered us. And I never, like, you never ever tell them how grateful you are.
When I think I'd be stressed, like when I was younger, like, oh my God, all of these exams and Man United are second in the league. And my dad's like, I used to run at tanks.
They had it so much harder. And they tell you that and you're like, oh, shut up, you didn't. But they really did.
Yeah, but they did. They did. So maybe I should go home and be like, Mom, Dad, I'm so grateful for you. I love you.